Hi guys! In this episode I'd like to talk about art and what it takes to be an artist. I'd like to first start off by saying that everyone can be an artist. Everyone can be an artist. There are some people out there, however, that are Da Vinci's, Mozart's of the world that can create anything with the flick of a wrist or a couple strokes of the brush. And by anything, I mean masterpieces. But for those normal folk out there, really, trust me when I say, if you've got the passion, the love, the motivation, the drive, etc., 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 you can really do anything with practice. Let me repeat that. You can do anything you want with practice. Let's take my life for example. Sure, I had an advantage over people since I grew up in the creative field very early on. My mother is an artist, my father is also an artist slash web designer slash creative designer slash marketing guru. So I was really pushed into the industry very, very early. And I kind of grew creative passion also very early on. I can remember at the age of 4, I would always be carrying my pencil crayons, my markers, my notebooks. I'd be sketching dinosaurs or cats or characters that I'd be creating out of my imagination or stories. I was just always creating something. And by constantly creating something, my skill, or my sketching at the time, grew better. And also, let me just tell you that I did not have a raw natural talent for sketching whatsoever. I really needed to work hard at it, and I really needed to force myself to practice the skill, because oftentimes I would get angry because I always thought I wasn't good enough, or I could just never improve as fast as I wanted to improve. Throughout my life, I pretty much stuck with pencils and sketching and markers. This is something that I was good at, and I was kind of never feeling adventurous enough to try a different type of medium. And I always stopped myself in that regards, or stopped myself from ever improving in any sort of creative art, let it be painting, watercolor, or painting with acrylic, oil. I was kind of always scared to venture out of there because I knew that I would not be good enough. I knew that my skill wasn't the best, and I would be starting out completely from scratch over again. And I tried sometimes. I tried to do acrylic. I tried to create my own paintings. And I would always have this vision in my head what I wanted to achieve, but every time I would put the paint on the brush and the brush on the paper, what came out wasn't what I saw in my head, and that would drive me crazy because I felt like I did not have the same control that I did with sketching and with markers. And so I would just give up. I always just gave up. Giving up is not good because you lose your motivation and you lose your creative passion. About a year and a half ago, I decided to give it a try. And I decided to give watercolor a try. I knew going into this new adventure of watercolor art, I would be going in blindly. I did not know the techniques. I did not know how difficult it would be to create an image out of water and controlling the water and really knowing how to use the brush and the colors together and how to create gradients, and I just went for it. I just decided to continue and force myself, and each day I worked hard at it because I wanted to achieve something, and I had a sort of vision in mind of what types of portraits I wanted to paint. And it really took off from there, where I would end up practicing 4 hours a night every day after work, and on the weekends in my spare time, this is all I would do. And I could see myself improving at a very fast rate, very, very fast, by just simply practicing. And I would keep practicing and practicing and practicing. And eventually I kind of developed my style. Within, I would say, 6 months, I joined a community, an art community on Instagram. And really, if you have the chance to do this, I would highly recommend it. Joining a community or showing your art to the public really helps. Really, you gain lots of inspiration. You gain constructive feedback. You gain friends, art friends. You gain the motivation to continue working on your skill. And this is something that I found extremely cool. And actually, I probably wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for the community. And so I guess the bottom line is, if you've got passion within your chest, within your heart, within your mind, within your soul, please just keep pushing. Just keep sketching, keep drawing, keep painting, keep trying, Keep forcing yourself. Don't get frustrated. Eventually you'll cross stepping stones, you'll cross bridges, you'll reach goals, you'll notice a change, you know, looser strokes, looser mindset, more imagination, more creativity. Really, that's all I can tell you, is just to keep practicing. That's the only way you guys will get better, is to practice. Practice, practice, practice. So enough of this art motivation speech. Let's get serious here for a second. I started this YouTube channel just because lots of my fans were actually requesting it. It was mostly requesting how-to videos or tutorials on watercolor. I promise that many of those will be coming. I also decided to do some speed painting videos for some of the paintings that I'm doing, in which I'll probably incorporate some of the how-tos or tutorials alongside the speed painting videos. I also wanted to kind of create cute bunny videos of my two rabbits, Max and Oliver. They're very cute, and I think I should share them with the world just because they're cute and they're funny, and I really want to support the rabbit community as well because I'm a huge rabbit fan. I'm a huge rabbit lover. They make great pets, and I really want to kind of enforce that into society because I think they're kind of underrated currently. So yeah, so if you want to subscribe, to see some more cute videos, some more helpful tutorials on watercolor. I'll also be dabbling a little bit into oil for the first time, so don't judge, but I'll be doing maybe some oil tutorials as well. So it'd be really helpful if you could subscribe below. No, here. I don't know where the box will be, but subscribe below, and we'll see you soon.